Hello everybody and welcome back to the Mechanical Channel, and welcome to the Grange Musical Collection near Diss, home of a fabulous collection of musical organs and an 8-rank 3-manual Wurlitzer. The Granada Cinema in Slough opened on the 23rd of March 1938. The cinema originally contained a single screen capable of holding over 1,700 people. Above the outer entrance of the building was a large cafe provided for patrons. The 3-manual 8-rank Wurlitzer was opened by organist Dudley Bevan and is what's referred to as a Granada Mark II, a specification designed specifically for Granada cinemas. The organ remained in the Granada Slough until the late 80s, when it was announced that the cinema would close. The organ was removed prior to the cinema's closure and subsequent demolition. The organ remained intact and changed hands a number of times over the years until 2019, when it was finally installed at the Grange Musical Collection, where it plays to visitors and enthusiasts. The Slough Wurlitzer still remains a fine, unaltered example of a Granada Mark II. Some 86 years after its construction. And here we are at the Wurlitzer. One moment please. Oh, I think the organ's through here, I think. Aha! Yes, you join me in the pits under the stage, and the console is this way. And here we are in the pit with the mighty Wurlitzer. So, let's put a few stops on. 5/5, it's always a safe bet. And let's be honest, there's only one tune you can do for this, isn't there? So, here we go. Joining me now is Johnny Ling, who owns this fantastic museum and the Wurlitzer, of course. Johnny, how did you come across the Wurlitzer and why did you decide to put it in here of all places?
I've always been a keen fan of cinema organs, and locally in Diss we had Kitchen Brothers Garage, which had the big Wurlitzer in there. So as a youngster I remember that, and always keen to have my own one day. And in 2019 the organ came up for sale and off to friends in Lincolnshire to buy it.
Yeah. So I suppose the original idea was to put it in here as just part of the collection, but it's sort of grown since then, hasn't it? Because there's now concerts and all sorts of things going on.
Yeah, so we're sort of doing all sorts of things really. So obviously the main part of the museum is sort of mechanical music with fairground organs and dance organs and music boxes, and obviously the sort of cinema organ sort of sits within that nicely and makes part of the experience of coming to visit the Grange. And it's 20 minutes on the Wurlitzer, so goes down very well with the general public.
Because this isn't the first organ to be installed in here, is it?
No, so before that we had a little 5-rank Compton, which came from the Art Berry Theatre, so that's now gone, that is. And obviously we have the other Compton up the corner here, which came along just before the Wurlitzer. Everything seemed to come
and the Butter Market Wurlitzer,
and the Butter Market's is living here at the moment. So several organs. I think there's 5 here at the moment. Yes, along with the Conacher Blackpool organ. So lots to be getting on with.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean it sounds fantastic in here, as I'm sure everyone will agree at home, and obviously the audience who come and listen. It's a superb instrument, and it suits the room really well. I think it speaks out really nicely in here.
Yes, we're sort of very lucky that the building's sort of very big. A musical grain store is what it is really. So and fit your tractor in it as well.
Yeah, of course.
So it's a big space which gives it space to breathe. Being a loud, strong organ, it needs needs the space.
Yeah, and of course the organ being on a lift as well, as every theatre organ should be.
As every theatre organ should be. Yeah, that was one of the most important sort of things when building the building, was to make sure we had a hole in the ground.
Yeah. So that must have took a lot of effort to do. I mean, surely, obviously, because it is below the level of the floor, isn't it? So you've obviously had to knock a hole in the floor.
Yeah, so 2.5 metres down. So so that all sort of came in. Luckily, a friend of mine does a lot of water main installations on big infrastructure projects. So he was the man to do the hole for me, because he has all the shuttering and stuff for doing big holes in the ground. So I was lucky that I had an expert just up the road.
It's fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us, and we'll hear from more from Johnny a bit later on as we speak about some of the other organs in the collection. So here we are at the mighty Wurlitzer. This one was built in 1938 and was installed at the Granada Cinema in Slough. So I'll demonstrate some of the organ for you. Of course, everybody loves the tibias, so we'll have a bit of that first. With that, you've got a beautiful brass saxophone, which was like that with the 12th as well. And that, you can always get a lovely tone out of it. I love this sound. See what you think. We've also got the special effects you would expect to find, like the xylophone, glockenspiel, cathedral chimes, beautiful set of strings on this, gamba and gamba celeste. A flute. One of my favourite sounds, the tuba horn, the tibia and the diapason. And of course, again, some of the usual effects you would expect to find: snare drum, castanets, Chinese blocks, all things like that. On the pedal as well, crash cymbals and drum. And over to the left of the organ is a grand piano attachment, which sounds a little like this. And of course, all put together, you've got a proper Wurlitzer sound, and again, you'd expect that to sound something like this. This organ, again, I enjoy playing this, and as all the organists who come and visit this organ do, but very special place in my heart, because this chap recorded this instrument. Reginald Dixon, of course. So that is some of the sounds of the organ, and well, hope you enjoy this next selection. thanks very much for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed the content. If you have, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks very much. Bye-bye for now.